Exclamation point USFA, get in the giveaway. We are back again. The doubleheader is here. Welcome back to the channel, folks. Happy to have you here for the second straight game. It's going to be a fun ride as always. We're going to stick in the East Coast for this matchup here. And it's between two great teams in the league. I'm not even going to lie to you. It's going to be Toronto at New York. And it's going to be an interesting ball game as always. Don't go anywhere. The games keep rocking. The games keep rolling. And yes, you have a player now, so make sure you show some love. If you need a player on the defensive end, I'm pretty sure he made defense. I didn't click to see what kind of player you made. I don't see the new player feed upgrade yet. I didn't see it yet. There's someone else. I think he left. He made a player and then left. That's crazy. That's someone else I'm talking about. But you made a wide receiver. Okay, so if you need a wide receiver, go ahead and give him a click. You know what I'm saying. Frank Doom up in here, what's popping? Jax James up in here, what's popping? Hope all's well with you. And we're going to go ahead and get this game rocking and rolling. Toronto comes into this game undefeated, and they're looking to stay that way. New York, they came off of a big victory last week. They're trying to do it again, so going to be interesting to see how this one goes down. I think the Typhoon might need one. Honestly, the Typhoon at wide receiver is actually pretty stacked. You might end up being like the third or fourth best receiver. There are some other teams that need some receivers though. St. Louis, Pittsburgh potentially, Tacoma definitely. I mean, there's still some good teams that that could use some wide receivers for sure. We'll just see who else is here. Maybe Charlotte. Detroit's pretty stacked. Anchorage probably could use. No, they have a good solid receivers there. So I'll say like those other teams that I said earlier. They could use some active bodies at that position. You never know how it goes down. But I have everything rolling here. I'm going to go ahead and hit that play game button. Let's go ahead and get into it, folks. Best of luck. He said we need one with Trey Davis. Imagine giving up the #1 receiver in the league, but it happens. It be like that sometimes. We're going to go ahead and flip over to it. Is that he's the owner for Toronto. You're going to see him come up soon. And we're going to go ahead and get this thing rolling. First snow game of the week. Let's go ahead and get into it. It's going to be returned here. Taking this one past the 15 to about the 18. And it's going to set up 1st and 10 here for Aaron Nike and the gang. Who can even afford Davis's contract? I don't even know what his contract is. What is his contract? That's a good question. But Aaron Nike coming onto the field. He says he's ready to make some plays here. New York might need a wide receiver, like for the 3rd or 4th guy, but they do have Johnny Bravo, who's been having a really good season, so I think they might be good as well. Going to be a handoff, pushing forward, cutting around past the 20. Make it 2nd and 6 coming up. Got 5 people in the giveaway already. So we need 10 more. We could get another spin whenever that gets hit. And let me see how many people we got up in here. Got 11 so far, so if we get to 20, that's another entry. Going to be passing it short and caught. 1st down play. Here comes New York. I don't care how much Pittsburgh offers, I won't go. I feel it. That can offer money. Kyle could use a receiver there for sure. It's going to be a handoff and going to get stuck. And there goes number 55. I believe that's not Jason Cash. That's Jaeger Cash. As soon as player create actually comes through, yeah. They can use some activity. I think they have like maybe 1 or 2 good ones, and they have one retiring. So that definitely opens up a space for sure. Going to be passing it again. Looking left side. Gonna be caught. And there goes Calvin Nakua coming through the left side. A gain of 29. Therefore, the veteran trying to get up in that top 10 as well. It's gonna be 1st and 10 coming up. And since I do have a few people up in here, a few of the owners and all that stuff, how do y'all feel about the Pro Bowl moving to Maximum Football? How do y'all feel about that? Let me know how y'all think about that in the chat. As we're going to see 1st and 10 coming up. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man. Gonna launch this left side and gonna be caught again. It's gonna be past the 25-yard line down to the 22. It's gonna be 1st and 10 coming. He said, better than Axis, still got awful. Yeah. It's a better looking game for sure. Seen some crazy things, testing some things out. I already made the 2 teams, all things considered. So if that's something y'all want to do, I could definitely make that happen. As we're going to see him take off to run and throws the left side and had a man open, but could not quite get to it. He said, hush, Ryan, we know you hate Max football. Honestly, I'm sure he hates Axis more, but Maximum has some promise. Where'd Kyle go? Dude, talk shit and dipped out. He's probably trying to get that receiver. He said, I hate Axis way more. As he's going to take off to run again, look to throw this one away. It's going to be 3rd and 10 coming up. I've ran some tests though with Maximum Football. I just got to make the rosters. It's like the main thing I got to do left. And then we can definitely get that rolling if that's what y'all want to do. Is going to see the pass here, looking for a man. The launch is short. Is going to be caught. Nakua a yard shy, and it's going to be 4th and 1 coming up. And we'll see what New York wants to do here. That formation handoff blocking is decent, breaks the first tackle, but there is a flag, and I think it is on the big homies in New York, and that is going to be a stop on 4th down, turnover on downs, and it's going to put Toronto on the field for the first time tonight. As he's going to go ahead and make an adjustment here. Shotgun set. Going to be passing it here. Gonna drop back, gonna take off the run, going the wrong way, and it's gonna be a sack. Make that a safety. New York up 2-0, and that is a bad move there by the quarterback. The one player you gotta avoid at all times is number 53, CA Jr., aka CA Jr. 2 times, and he's gonna put 2 points on the board and give him the ball back. And the first play already here for Toronto going in disaster. One of the unsung heroes here in the league is CA Jr. As we're going to see the return here. What a boot there inside the 20, cutting around, getting to about the 30-yard line. And that's going to put New York back onto the field. See, if that was any other defense, I think he could have made his way around, but they have a sneaky fast defense, as that's going to be caught there by Angelo Roman, the tight end, making it happen. 1st and 10 coming. Ten plays so far for New York, 7 of them passes. Hope everyone's having a blessed Friday. Shotgun set, gonna hike the ball, gonna look for a man, middle of the field, and gonna be caught there. A gain of 5. That's what having a lot of speed does to the quarterback position sometimes. Maybe you think you could get around them just because, but these defenses are faster now. You know what I'm saying? Going to be taking off to run, trying to use his legs to get it. Going to slide down before he could get the mark. And it's going to be 3rd and 1. Well, it was about 10. It was about 10 yards. Because he was already in shotgun, so he was like already halfway there, something like that. I forgot. But anyway, 3rd and 1 coming up. Is it like a Deshaun Watson contract handoff, pushing forward, big gainer there by New York past the 30. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Past the 35, I should say. as they're back in Toronto territory now. Shotgun set, faking the hike and then hiking it, looking left side. Is going to be caught, stays in bounds. There goes Johnny Bravo, picking up about 6. He's going to make it 2nd and 4. Wait, but why they're undefeated? Because they're a really good team, especially on defense. They're going to try the read option. It's going to fumble the football, and it's going to be Nakua picking it up inside the 10, just like they drew it up. 1st and goal here for New York. Oh, I thought you were talking about Toronto. Yeah. Tacoma's definitely not undefeated, but having a respectable season so far. As we're going to see a handoff, trying to stiff arm a man to the 2-yard line. Definitely good. He said Toronto isn't garbage. Toronto is definitely a top 3 team in this league, but as per record, they're number 1. So that's going to be their retort to me. So we got the bunch at the top of the formation, looking for a man here, looking for left side and wide open. Nakua got the fumble recovery, got the touchdown, and an extra point will make it a 2-score game already here for New York in the snow. Aldrezi and Calvin Nakua showing some love to each other, and this offense doing what it's supposed to do, especially after a safety. And just like that, the big homies of Toronto are in a little bit of a crease. Brian Eshelman up in here. Potentially a teammate of the new wide receiver that's talking. We'll see if they could crack a deal going into the midway point of the season. I do have an announcement coming up. Not at the end of this game, but like in the server. So I think I already alluded to it, or Caboose already alluded to it to some of the owners already, but I'll go ahead and give a good announcement going for you guys. Screw it, I'll just say it here. The league's done. Like we're closing this league because it's not going to happen anymore. I'm just kidding. It's not going to be that. This league is still going to go as long as I still got life. But yeah, it's something else. So. But it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here for the big homies in Toronto. Hand off to Jones, getting to the 30, and it's going to be 2nd and 5. Now, Caboose won't let this league die anyway. Going to be a shotgun set here. Going to be handing this one off to the outside, looking to get past the 30. And he's going to get a couple of yards there. There goes Dog in him. He said, well, I'll definitely check y'all out tonight. Yeah, they played their game already this week. I believe they got the W as well. I forgot what they played. Going to be passing it, looking for a man, middle of the field, and caught, turning it up. Going to get past the 40, and that's going to be Tyler Jones making it happen there. Gain of 13 keeps the drive alive here for Toronto, trying to get back in this ball game. So we have 15 people. Can we get 5 more and get another spin? It's up to y'all to do it. I can't do it for you. And you also need 6 more entries in the giveaway. So while y'all bringing people in, make sure they hit the exclamation point. USFA as Grady Jackson, or Grady Wilson, I'm sorry, going to make the tackle there. Going to be 2nd and 10. Going to be pitching this left side and got a little bit of a crease. There goes TJ pushing forward to the 40. That's going to pick up a pretty sizable gain right there. It's 1st and 10 coming, and Toronto's on the move. Yeah, definitely some really good blocking there by the wide receivers. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming. Going to be passing it quick in the middle of the field and almost picked off. Trying to fit that one to Levi Timms the second, but that's going to be incomplete. Did anybody hear the new Kendrick Lamar album that came out today? Right now, I'm rating it a 8 out of 10. As we're going to see a pass left side, trying to fit that one to Davis, but he wasn't going to catch that one. That was a pretty tough one to make. Got hit like 2 or 3 times in the air. It's going to be 3rd and 10 coming. They see the demon coach there for the big homie. The Tacoma eruption, as we're going to see a pass left side and misses his mark, and it's going to be 4th and 10. Yeah, the Tacoma eruption, one of the 5 OG teams ever in the USFA, so a lot of legacy there. A couple of championships in their career. Looking to add on to it, you know what I'm saying? As we're going to see the punt there by Thicker Kicker. And this one appears to be going into the end zone. Yes, it will. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Kyle is the original owner for the team, so he came back after he had some room to get some things going. As that was a big hit there on Nakua, but he's going to make the catch, having himself a solid game so far. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter, folks. Don't go anywhere. Games keep rocking, games keep rolling. And we're going to go ahead and keep it moving here for sure. I think he was rolling his eyes on that pass that was clearly open, but he missed out on it. As they're going to go ahead and stretch this one to the left side, and beautiful blocking on the outside. Going to push forward past midfield, and Rashad Watson, another top 5 running back so far this season, making it happen. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up, and New York's going to try to keep their offense alive here. Is it Jax is being Jax? Pistol formation coming. They got Juice Parrish in the backfield. They're going to send out Drezzy, and they're going to pitch it to him. And he's just going to run straight into a wall. And the wall has 4 letters on it. It's YOGI. Yogi Barr coming through with a big hit there in the backfield on Aldrezi. That was a nice one. Second and 13 coming up by formation, 2 tight end set. They're going to stretch it left side, and it's going to be another wall. That's 6 letters. That's DEXTER. Dexter Hall coming through, and they're going to get nothing on that. He's the only 99 speed wide receiver. I'll have to double check that. Is that true? Because I could have sworn there was one or 2 more. I think Zachariah Branch is 99. I'm pretty sure. But looking left side, going to be almost picked off. And that's going to be Chris Cross, who could not hang on. That's going to make it 4th and 13. And I think Calvin Nakua is up there too. I don't know if he's 99, but there's a few 99s. I could have swore. I could check that. I could fact check myself. I'm not doing anything. Let's start with New York. And I'll check on what's his face. Calvin Nakua. That punt's going out of bounds. And it's going to put Jack James back onto the field. Tyler Jones there in the backfield. Gonna be a delayed handoff, finding a crease for a little bit, and he's gonna get belted forward for about a few more yards there. Gonna be 2nd and 6 coming. Yeah, Calvin Nakua is 99 speed. I was right about that. Who else? I think Zachariah Branch is the last one, so I'll go to Tampa Bay really quick. And he is also 99, as we're going to see the handoff. There goes Dog, and I'm pushing forward, and Going to get that past the 25-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming. Only thing with Zachariah Branch, he has a low acceleration rate, so it's going to take him a good minute to get to that 99 speed. You know what I'm saying? D'Angelo Jackson up in here was popping. How you doing, big homie? Going to be a handoff here, pushing forward, getting to about the 30. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Going to be passing it here quickly left side and almost picked off. 3rd and 8 coming. Jack James only 1 completion so far. It's going to be 3rd and 8 coming up here. I think those are the only 99 wide receivers though. Branch, Nakua, and Davis. Kai Coco's up there. I don't think he's 99 though. I think he's like 97. Going to be passing this left side. It's going to be caught, but not enough for the 1st down. Ryan Davis there with the catch, but he wasn't able to turn up with it. Going to make it 4th and 3. We'll see the punt team here for Toronto. New York is one of the worst teams to try those routes on because they're so rangy. But we're going to see the punt here going inside the 15 with this one going to be returned to about the 19. And that's going to put New York back onto the field, currently fielding a 9-0 lead, closing in on midway of the 2nd. Hope you're having a blessed Friday. Make sure you're getting a giveaway, ! USFA. Show some love to Dubby and all of our affiliates, and all the good stuff is they're going to try out Drezzy there on the catch. It is going to be a gain of 2. I think if I was an owner and if I had the time, I'll make the best playbooks of all time. It's going to see past the 20 to carry to Watson. It's going to be 3rd and 7. I'd probably make an all RPO. I'll probably make an all RPO or RPO based book. But it also depends on the quarterback too. Is the big sack. It's gonna be 4th and 17 coming. We're 3 and 3. We're not great, but we're not garbage. Yeah, but y'all had you're having a good streak so far. I believe you're 2 out of your last 3 games is a W, so you're definitely on to come up. As that's a big hit there on Aaron Nike. That's gonna force a long 4th down. And the defense is going to make it happen. And honestly, Jim Carr is playing some pretty decent football. My personal opinion. The stats say the same thing. As we're going to see the punt here to about the 40. Going to cut around to the 45-yard line, and that's really about it. It's going to be 1st and 10, and that's going to put Jack James back onto the field. Going to be stretching this left side and got some blocks up front, and it's going to be a big play past the 40 down to the 42, 43-yard line or so. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming. I think that's where Tacoma, kind of makes it kind of weird for them because they're good. It's just a matter of the rest of the team holding them up as well. As we're going to see a big gain there by Tamari Jones, a gain of 7. Sakar being better than $20 million man is crazy, yeah. Like, we can go into the stats a little bit between the two. Gonna be passing this one here, looking right side, and that should have been a potential pick 6. And that's like 3 passes so far tonight where Jack James has been throwing it. And not a pretty place to put it. Yeah, and he has a decent contract, unlike the $20 million man and $10 million man, DJ Church. One name that did get a big contract was X-Pac, the cornerback, and he hasn't really done too much. Oh, he's been decent. He has been doing his thing, making sure that they don't give up big plays, but like hasn't made any splash plays. But that's going to be 4th and 3 coming up here. And once again, the Toronto offense having some troubles here so far tonight. Going to be a handoff, 4th and 3, and he's going to be stopped short. Not to be. The offense stayed on the field, and he was just a yard shy, but the defense, once again, making that very difficult. Number 55, Emerson Sparrow with the tackle. X-Pac needs to reunite with Davis. It was actually a decent run play. Yeah, he got 15 million with Tampa Bay. Gonna be passing it here, looking, takes the pressure, still gets it out to Johnny Bravo, getting past midfield. 1st and 10 here for New York. So Jim Carr's stats currently after week 6 is, well, actually he needs to get his completion percentage up. He's currently at 57, but he does have 13 touchdowns, 4 picks, averaging about 295 yards a game. Can't be too mad, as my big homie King Maximus is going to throw some biddies my way, and the pass left side is caught, and it's going to be Bravo again. And New York's dotting them up here tonight. On the other side, Dane Jones, it doesn't have the week 6 stats because they have to be put in, but he's at 56%, almost 57. 1,120 yards, so that's bottom of the league. Only 7 touchdowns to 1 interception, and he already has 3 going into this game that we did tonight, so he's 7 and 4. That's not good at all. Going to be a handoff, pushing forward, and going to pick up 9.5. I don't know why X-Pac got bid on the dudes around. Well, he was the best cornerback on the market at that current moment. Gonna be a handoff here, pushing forward. Not gonna get that first down. That's a loss of some yards there. Is that Robert Crone with it? No, that's Chris Cross. I'm saying he's not. Oh, is he really? Is he? I know I seen him come up one time, but I didn't know if he was like actually like going to be upgraded and stuff like that. He talks to you. Okay. Interesting. Going to be 3rd and 1 coming up here. 2 minutes left in the second. Going to be passing it, looking for a man, takes to the right side. Going to get the first and then slide down. 1st and goal coming up here. I know the Mavs is cold as hell right now, but he said he's going to make it happen. I'm sliding the snow. I don't care. Any way to make the play and not mess up. He already fumbled it earlier, so he doesn't talk to me anymore. I'm the one to draft him. That's crazy. You don't see how I'm doing or nothing. Tell him I said hello. Back in the season 7 draft, I believe, to Huntington Beach. Another one of those Sim League veterans. I think he's in the GSB as well, doing his thing. 1st and goal, coming, passing it, looking for a man. Juice is going left side, but the pass is going to that player there, and it's going to be Angelo Roman. Touchdown, New York. Yeah. He's a guy, stay in contact just in case. Who knows? 17 passes, 13 rushes so far for New York, and is getting it done. Still a 2-score ball game, all things considered. Toronto's need to get their offense right. Sending this one away. It's going to be a kneel down, and it's going to make it 1st and 10 here for Toronto. First half that netted them 0 points. One of the top offenses in the league, having some issues here. They're trying to get it right. Yeah, I guess, I mean, he agreed to the contract and contracts last season before I traded him. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man. Going to glitch right side. Going to be caught for the first down play. There goes tight end Dusty Rooks. My opinion, currently in a spot for a Pro Bowler. Gonna be passing it here, looking left side, gonna be caught. And there goes Rooks again for a second straight catch. 1 minute left in the second. And they'll see if Toronto can get down the field further. They're already past midfield now. Shotgun set. Making some moves here. Davis in the slot now, looking for a man. Going to launch just short. Is going to be caught again by Rooks, who's going to fumble the football. But I think the ball hit the body hit the ground before the ball went out. We'll see what the referees say. Right now, the rule on the field is a fumble. And I'd say that's a down man right there. I think the knee hit the ground before the ball came out. As they're showing Rashad Watson's stats, but I'm sure they're going to go and review that. Is within 2 minutes. And that's exactly what they'll do. There's a lot of good tight ends this season, most definitely. Kovu Udinski, the rookie. You got Dusty Rooks. You got Joe Beasley. Vic Dotson's always a constant. Keenan Kurt, Ty White. And one player right here for New York. Angelo Roman's having himself a great season. That's exactly what Vic Dotson wants. He wants to comp. It's been too easy for him recently. Within the last 4 or 5 years or so, 4 or 5 seasons. He got exactly what he wanted now. Is going to be passing this right side and going to almost throw a pick. Josh Hess almost had him one. And it's going to be 3rd and 2 coming. Even though Joe Beasley always been a very good tight end, as is Dusty Rooks, Ty White. But now the stats are starting to click for him. They're getting more targets now. 5 for 12 is not pretty. Going to look for a man here. They're going to send it to the left side and going to be caught by Davis. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Correction, 6 for 13. I do this. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming. Going to look for a man, 12 seconds on the clock. Quick pitch, and that passes off the mark. 6 for 14. And they have potential for one more play here, where they can potentially make a closer field goal attempt. That right there is a Jim Carr short throw. Is going to see the shotgun, going to pass it here, look for a man, going to take off to run out of time, and just goes ahead and throws it away. Nothing doing there, and it's going to be 3rd down and 10 coming up. A good thing for him, his speed got him away just in time to throw it away, and we'll see the field goal team hit the field, I'm sure. And that's exactly what they'll do from the left hash. Going to kick this one up, and Toronto will hit the board for the first time tonight, right before the end of the first half. And that'll take us to the end of the second quarter here. Let's go ahead and get into it. Got the giveaway rolling. We got 10 entries already, and 5 more could give us one more spin outside of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Outside of the 2 that we normally do, right? So, going to spin this one here. And it is going to go towards 10 TPE here. Fitting that we have 10 entries here. And we're going to go ahead and spin it. And it's going to go to D'Amico 26, which means that goes to the halfback for Anchorage. That's going to be Davin Brewer. getting the bucket there. So shout out there to the big homie. I'll go ahead and throw that in the chat as the game gets situated. But thank you so much for spending some time with me tonight. Going to be interesting to see how this one goes down. New York currently on top, 16-3. He said, Jax, get it together, please. And they're going to see the kneel down. And that's going to put Jax James on the field to start it off. They need to get a cooking. First and 10 coming up. Going to be passing it, looking, middle of the field, and going to be out of the hands of that receiver. Couldn't quite tell who that was. Was that Thor Voss or Brian Davis? Couldn't quite tell. I think it was Thor Voss. So Anchorage gets himself a spin tonight. I'm getting notifications and stuff like that. You love to see it. My video downloader popped up. That's why I used to download all the Twitch videos. You know what I'm saying? Passing it again. Looking for a man short is going to be caught. And there goes Davis, is picking up the first down. 7 for 17 so far. Going to make it. First and 10 coming. Going to stretch this one to the right side. Trying to get the outside. Not going to find it. Tackle down at the 40-yard line. Going to pick up 3. Shotgun set here for Jax James, trying to turn up here, looking short and caught. First down play, dare to dog in him. It's going to be nice job there. Toronto on the move. First and 10 coming, passing the left side and almost picked off again. There goes Ricardo Lopez coming through with the nice defense. Going to make a 2nd and 10 coming. Snow coming down. Getting close to midfield, but they're looking to get past it here on this play. Middle of the field and overthrows his man who had a step. And that was potential touchdown right there. Down the drain. He missed his mark on that one. 3rd and 10 coming up. Got to get past the 41-yard line in New York territory to keep this drive alive. Going to pass it. Short right side and caught. Pushing forward a couple of yards shy. Actually make that 1 yard shy. And that's going to make it 4th and 1 coming up. My opinion, I say go for it. Try to get this offense on the move. Try to get some points here. And they're going to elect not to do so. Unless they're feeling themselves. No, they're not. They're going to go ahead and send it to the left side. And it's going to hit the end zone. New York back onto the field. Me personally, I would have went for it. If I was a coach, I was like, look, we need some points. Let's try to get this down the field. But not to be there. We'll see Aaron Knack hit the field. 8 minutes, 40 seconds left. Here in the quarter here. We're going to be turning up past the 20 to about the 25-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Gonna pass it here. Sits tall in the pocket and almost throws a pick. And by my opinion, that's something that Toronto really needed right there. That could have been a potential pick 6, but Yogi Bar couldn't hang on. 3rd and 5 coming. Gonna be passing it here, looking for a man, spins away from the pressure, gonna throw that one away right before he gets sacked. And that's gonna get Toronto back onto the field real quick. Sending this one away. Is going to be returned here, taking it past the 30. Is going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes Jack James. Had some success on the last drive, so if they could turn up, they could get right back into it. Still a 1/4 left, plenty of time. Like I always say, an eternity in the game of footballs. We'll see a stretch left side, looking for some blocks and going to find some. There goes Dog in them. Going to get past the 45-yard line. That's definitely a good start there. Beautiful blocking there on the outside to spring him free. Going to be passing the right side and going to be incomplete, as that's number 15, Just Chill. He couldn't hang on to that one. 2nd and 10 coming. Going to be passing this one here, looking, hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Actually, not is it incomplete or is that a sack? Oh, it is a sack. My bad. I thought the ball came out. But Xavier Blanton, the rookie, gets his 1st sack of the game. Good job. Look, see, I thought it was incomplete. See, the ball came out, but the knee hit the ground first. That was almost a fumble. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man, looking right side, and going to be caught. Makes one man miss, and it's going to be 4th and 2 coming up. Will Toronto change their tone and go for it on display? They didn't go for the 4th and 1, and they were closer. Let's see what they could do. And it looks like they're going to stay on the conservative side and not go for it here. Not to be, looking to pin them. And it is going out of bounds this time. A lot better of a punt inside the 15. But that's 2 in a row. They had a chance to go for it. The coaching staff says it's not a good look right now. But how many times are they going to give that up? As it's getting closer to the 4th quarter. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man. Stands tall in the pocket, does a 360 no scope, and he can't make the catch. And it almost went straight to Jeff Jefferson. It's going to be 2nd and 10. That would have been some calamity right there. A jump catch fail all the way to an interception. That went for a pick 6. That'll be a play of the season if that was the case. But it's not going to happen here. Shotgun set. Both teams respectful underground game up to this point, as there's going to be a flag, and that looks like that's only going to help out Toronto on that one. It's going to be a hold, so bring them back half a distance to the goal, and that's going to take them to the 7-yard line. 2nd and 14 coming up. Going to be passing it here, standing in the end zone. Going to throw it short to the halfback, who's going to complete it. And now it's a 3rd and long situation here for Toronto. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man. Left side is going to be caught, turning up past the 20. Then it's going to make it 1st and 10. And it's going to be another play here by New York. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man to launch a deep left side, and he's got to step in. It's an overthrow. Aaron Knight missed the gimme. 2nd and 10 coming. Pope politicking, throwing out biddies. What's happening, big homie? He got the W earlier today. Good job. 2nd and 10 coming up here. Shotgun set. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man. The pocket's solid, and he's going to step up and throw left side. And once again, had about 2 different men open in that same area. Still couldn't hit the water. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man. Spins off and steps it right side, and there's absolutely no one over there. And it's going to be 4th and 10 coming up. Fourth and 10 coming up here. Sending this one away. Going to be returned to about the 30. And that's going to put Dog in him in the game. Once again, 5 for 48. Average almost a 1st down to carry. Can't be mad at that. But you got to be mad at this score. Currently down 13. And 1 touchdown to get him back into it. Is going to be a pass here looking towards Just Chill, who's going to rumble forward for 10. And Jack James finally passes 100 yards passing tonight. Shotgun said Tyler Jones in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Bouncing around, sheds 1 man, gets past the 45. A gain of 6 on that play. Going to pass it, middle of the field, and caught by Davis, gets lit up. And that's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. 12-25. That's an interesting one. Almost Christmas here. But shy of 50% currently here by the quarterback. Got to step it up if they want to come back. Going to be passing it here, middle of the field, and going to be caught. That's going to increase the stats there. 13 for 26 so far on the day. Maximus says plenty of time, most definitely. 13-point lead is doable. We've seen a 24-point quarter in the last game by Dallas, so it's not like it's impossible to get the points right, as the left side is going to be caught, and that is going to be another 1st down play there by Tyler Jones. 1st and 10 coming up here. Make sure you're getting the giveaway if you haven't already. Exclamation point USFA. That'll get you ready to go. Still need 5 more if you want the extra giveaway. As we're going to see a handoff here, pushing forward, and he's going to fumble the football, and it's going to be recovered by New York. And Tyler Jones puts it on the turf. New York takes advantage after a great offensive stand. Wow, he tried the trucking animation, and that left the ball wide open. Got punched out, and guess who it is? CA Jr. got the recovery. He already has a safety on the game, so looking pretty nice here so far in the evening, but New York wants to take advantage. Everything that can go wrong so far in the game for Toronto has. The only thing we haven't seen was a interception, but a lot of times you could have seen that happen, as that's going to be Calvin Nakua getting the catch. He said these teams apparently can't play well in the snow. And you already know if New York gets a home playoff game, you can expect the snow. Especially going towards those later portions of the season, as he's going to go ahead and take off with the read option, and they ain't doing nothing there. They ain't going to work. Looked like he was supposed to go straight, but ended up going the same direction the halfback was going. But regardless of that, we're at the fourth quarter. Throw your fours up in the chat. Shout out to the W. See that at the top right of your screen. 10% off with using the code USFA S12. And don't be like that one guy who got W and just like cried and complained about it. It's not for everybody, you know what I'm saying? But it's more about supporting the league. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. But me personally, I love it. The flavors I've got have been amazing. So maybe you just got a bad flavor. That's normally how it goes. People may get it one time, have a horrible reaction, and then screw the company. But better not screw the company. Better show some love, because they show love to us. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be past the 45 to about the 43. It's going to be 4th and 7, and regardless of the fumble, Toronto's going to get the football back. Sending this one away here. And it looks like it is going out of bounds, but where exactly is it going to go out of bounds? Jack James coming back onto the field. Not one of his best games I've seen in his pretty long career, but he can make up for it if he could get this drive rolling, as they're going to start at the 3-yard line. Back in a situation where they potentially get a safety, but Jack James going to throw it here, right side, and going to almost throw a pick six. Josh Hess. You got to bring those in. You got to bring those in. He couldn't have asked for a better opportunity than that. Josh Hess playing some of his best football this season too. Number 33, looking middle of the field, and that is going to be a catch. And they make up for the bad pass with a good one. There's been a little bit of the situation here for Jack James. They throw a crazy pass, it goes incomplete, then they come up with plays like that to get him back up. What a hit there on Levi, but it's going to make it 10.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Going to pass it left side and caught. There goes Dusty Rooks shedding the tackle, getting out of bounds, and that's definitely going to help him out for sure. Hit him with that tight end wheel right there, making it happen. Look at that broken tackle right there. Get up off me, because that's not going to work. You know, it would have been crazy if he like stopped where he pushed him off and then like tried to cut around the other defender and kept on running. I need to see an animation like that. That would be just insane. But going to make it 1st and 10 coming up here, middle of the field, and going to be incomplete, trying to fit that one to Ryan Davis. But once again, very good coverage here by New York. And that was a deep pass attempt right there. He's been getting some attempts deep so far in this game, a little bit more than I've seen for most of the season, but maybe that's what they need to do. Stick to him, stick to the short routes for him. 2nd and 10 coming up, passing it again, looking for a man, gonna toss his left side and gonna be caught by Rooks, his 2nd first down of the game. I mean, not the game, of the drive, I should say. It's gonna be 1st and 10 coming up. First and 10 here, passing it again, looking for a man, steps up, throws middle of the field, and caught to the 20-yard line, and is going to make it 1st and 10, Toronto. Get it all. One more. Hey, I did it all. I cracked all my fingers. That's crazy. I haven't done that in a while. I know y'all heard him too. That's crazy. Going to be first down to pass the middle field is caught there by Davis. There's going to be second and medium coming up. 5 catches, 33 yards so far for him. Averaging about 6 yards a catch. A little bit over 6, I should say. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man, middle of the field, and going to be incomplete. That is a drop. Is that Davis? I'm pretty sure that was Davis. Third and medium coming up here. Shotgun set again, looking for a man, taking off to run, gonna throw a short and caught, turn it up, and it's gonna be a touchdown. Just chill. In the cold, he says, I'm gonna get lit. I don't care. And it's back to a 1-score affair here in New York. Took him a little late to the party, but better late than never. They're going to go for the extra point here as expected. Make it a 6-point affair. Kick is going to be up and the kick will be good. 16 to 10 is your score. And New York is coming back onto the field. 7.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Gonna send this one away back to New York. Gonna be a kneel down, and it's gonna be a 6-point score in favor of New York. Did they score 2 little points in this game so far? That remains to be seen, as they got the shotgun set. Rashad Watson there in the backfield, and they'll give him the touch. Gonna get close to the 30, but not that close. It's gonna be 2nd and 7 coming up. Stretching this left side, the blocking not that good, and that's going to be a stop. 3rd and 9 coming up. King Maximus making a play, trying to give his offense another chance here. Definitely a great play by the veteran, the former Eruption. Definitely surprised he didn't re-sign with Tacoma, but had higher aspirations elsewhere. Shotgun coming, passing it quickly. Right side and wide open for the tight end, who's going to make it past the 45-yard line. And more clock is coming off of the board with that play. 4 catches, 47 yards. Looking real good. And he already has a touchdown too. Targeted that opening there in that defense. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man. Going to launch this left side. Is going to be caught there by Johnny Bravo, picking up 3. Ray smashed there with the tackle. Ryan Davis looking for one more opportunity. But we're going to go ahead and fake it. Going to get it to Aaron Nike, and he's going to pick up maybe a couple. Not that much. Ryan Hoglaw with the tackle. The former New York Mafia, I forgot to say that, left in free agency. Made his way to Canada. Didn't say that earlier. Got a good game for sure. 3rd and 8 coming. Gonna be faking a handoff. Looking, throws it deep right side and gonna be deflected there by D'Angelo Jackson. He said, Nakua, you ain't that fast, cuz I'm right there with you. I don't care if you got 99 speed. I got fast speed too. And that's gonna be a stop here by this Toronto team. Looking to get the ball back, and they surely will. Sending this one away. I don't know if anyone missed that fake punt earlier. That was pretty crazy, as that one's going to bounce outside of the 10 to around the 11-yard line. Demon Dable haunts me. Yeah, haunts me too. But it's going to be a long field ahead here for Toronto. A field goal's not going to get the job done. They're going to need to get down the field, and down the field quick. Looking for a man here. Stands as tall and looking is going to be incomplete, and Ryan Davis could not adjust to the football. That pass was off. Ryan Davis had a step 2 underneath the cornerback, but the pass was behind them. Miscommunication there in the snow. Going to be passing it again. No drop back needed. The pass is better. There goes number 84, Dusty Rooks again. 4 minutes left in the 4th. Toronto with the chance. Beautiful route there by the tight end. I love seeing the tight ends work, me personally. I wonder what my next offensive player will be. I haven't decided that yet. I could try halfback. I could. There's going to be a pass here. Looking for a man. Going to step up, throw left side, and going to be caught and going to get upended there. Going to make it 2nd and 2. But this is going to end 17 to 16-ish. I mean, anything is possible. Shotgun set here. 2 backs in the backfield. They're going to try it on the ground. Sheds off the first man and gets ran over. It's like the bot player getting into the mix. 3rd and medium coming. That definitely didn't help things. Going to be passing it here, looking for a man, stands tall, and it's going to be incomplete there. Now, an interesting decision here. Do you go for it now? Me personally, I say no, because if you don't pick it up, you're pretty much giving New York points. So, got to trust in the defense to make it happen, but they're going to keep their offense on the field. I'm not sure about this one. 4th and 5 coming. Big drop back. He's going to slip. He's going to throw it short, and he's going to be stopped short. Fails of epic proportions here for Toronto. They're going to give New York ridiculous field position here around the 40-yard line. I would have took my chances with the punt. I wouldn't have given them this. I wouldn't have given them this close, because all it takes is 1 first down and they're in field goal range. But we'll see what New York can do here. Got the full Panther set, and then sends tight end Juice Parrish into the fray. Going to look for a man. Going to take off to the right side. Going to use his legs and just throws it away. Why you call a play short of the sticks? That's up to Madden and the game plan to decide. So definitely looks like there need to be some tweaks there in the playbook potentially. Second and 10 coming up. Looking for a handoff, stretching this outside, and not going to go too much further there. They're going to call the timeout to try to give them a chance with the 2-minute warning. All it takes is 1 first down. Just playing the game is for all intents over anyway. Not necessarily. Depends on if they go out of bounds. If they was to get the first down, we'll see. 3rd and 9 coming right side and caught. And John Eldrezi with short catches all the way around. He's going to make a big one here in the fourth, and they're definitely in field goal range now. They have one timeout and a 2-minute warning against Toronto. So, but a field goal will make it a 9-score game. That's tough right there. Gonna be a handoff, and there goes the big homie through the crease. And they said, I want my points. As he's going back to the 2000s with the lean with it, rock with it in the snow. They said they're ready. Throw it up. And New York is on top. And New York is going to go for the 2-pointer, make it a 14-point affair. And that's a false start. And yeah, going undefeated the whole season is very tough for any team. It's only happened one time. It was by Huntington Beach a couple seasons ago. Going to be looking for it, man. Going to take off with the run. The fumble on the football is going to be recovered there by Toronto. Is going to try to use that speed and try to take it himself, but Ray Smash just could not outrun the big homie, Ray Smash. Calvin Akua had a chance. I mean, Calvin Akua made the stop. But Calvin Akua using that 99 speed to good use. But it is a 12-point ball game here. Gonna send this one away. Gonna be a kneel down, and it's gonna be 1st and 10 coming up. Jack James potentially with his last drive of the week. If he can't at least get the team down the field, we'll see him in the shotgun with Tyler Jones there. Gonna look for a man. Gonna go ahead and pass it. Right side is gonna be caught by TJ. Turn it up, gets the first down, and gets out of bounds using that speed. And they only burned like 3 or 4 seconds off. Aaron Knight on the sideline. He's hyped. Said, you can give those up. I ain't mad at you. They still got to score. 1 minute, 50 seconds left. Going to go ahead and launch right side and going to be incomplete. Josh Hess again with another solid play. Going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. Don't forget the giveaway. Got the last one of the week potentially. Unless we randomly get 5 more entries for the rest of this game. Going to pass it here. Looks left side and going to be punched out of the hands of Ryan Davis. Not to be. 3rd and 10 coming. Shotgun set, 3rd and 10. Looking for a man. Goes right side with it and caught. 4th and 5 coming up. Only 1 timeout. You got to think they go for it this time, right? They've had a couple opportunities this game where they didn't go for it. And then they went for it on 4th down on a spot where I wouldn't have given it to them. So I guess if you don't listen to Stacks, that's what happens, I suppose. But it's going to be a shotgun set here. We'll need the first. Going to launch this left side. And there goes Davis over the top. Not getting touched. Good job there by Ryan. But they still need the onside kick. Some may consider it garbage time. Kick is going to be up, and the kick will be good. Well, that's one more out of 5. Dissolving that up in there, getting his chance for the last giveaway of the week. Still need 4 more if you want another spin for me. And that could happen at any time during the, during the stats or whatever. So if you get to 15, I'll go ahead and spin again. You know what I'm saying? But looks like they're going to go for the onside kick. Thicker kicker. Looking for a good bounce. Not going to find one. Recovered immediately at the 40. And that should be all she wrote here. Just dropped the wife off at work. I'm mad I missed this game. Honestly, the game wasn't as close as it shows. Toronto did not was not able to get their offense rolling most of the game. Yeah, definitely a snow game here. First one of the season. First of many. There's going to be a kneel down here by Aaron Ike. 2 more kneel downs should close this one up. And we can talk about the stats coming up. Not the stats, the games coming up. I just got to type in stats in my chat. Let's see the schedule coming up here. Let's go season 12. I don't know why he's showing me season 11 stuff. But we got Huntington Beach and Detroit to start out the week. Pittsburgh and Tacoma will follow that. That'll be an interesting ball game. New Jersey and Charlotte. Actually, well, I gotta start over. So on the Tuesday, it's going to be Huntington Beach and Detroit. And then following that, Pittsburgh and Tacoma will be on Twitch. Wednesday will be New Jersey and Charlotte. Thursday will be New York at Anchorage. That'll be a fun game. And then on Friday for the doubleheader will be Tampa Bay at St. Louis. St. Louis been getting a lot of what's I'm looking for? Primetime games. And then to close out the week is going to be Toronto at Dallas. So Toronto will have their redemption game. East versus West matchup. You never know. But that's going to go ahead and close out this week here. Final score 22-17. And Toronto will fall from the undefeated to the defeated. As we'll go ahead and get these stats rolling for you in just a little bit. Once again, thank you so much for spending some time with your boy. Let's go ahead and check these stats out real quick. And I'll go ahead and get the spin going on. You know what I'm saying? As you see right there, turnovers, only 1 on the day. And the possession time, pretty even. New York won that though. Jax James, 56% completion, 2 TDs, 336 yards total. Aaron Ike, 65 completion percentage, 2 TDs, doing his thing. Longest pass there, 58 yards by Jax James, 33 there by Ike. As I'll go hit that spin button. Rashad Watson, 13 for 76, a TD. Tyler Jones, 10 for 50. Aaron Ike, 8 carries, 1 yard. Dogging him, 5 for 48. Chris Mills couldn't do too much today. And same thing for the bot. One couple fumbles there, 1 by Ike, 1 by Jones. And the longest carry goes to the big homie Watson, 22-yarder there for the touchdown. Going into the receiving side of things, looks like for New York, John Eldrezi, 6 for 48. Calvin Nakua, 5 for 75, 1 TD. Johnny Bravo, 4 for 65. Angelo Roman, 4 for 47, 1 TD. And then Rashad Watson, 2 for 20. Doing his thing. Only 1 drop there by Watson. And the longest catch, 33 yards by Bravo. On the other side, the leading catcher will be the big homie, Dusty Brooks. Actually, no, not Dusty Brooks. It's actually Ryan Davis got the touchdown. But 6 for 91 for him. Brooks had 6 for 102. Levi Timms second, 5 for 59. Just Chill, 3 for 30, a TD. Tyler Jones, 5 for 46. Dog getting 1 for 8. Thor Voss had a drop. And we'll look at the drops here. A good amount of drops here for Toronto. Definitely didn't help things. Ryan Davis there, the 58-yarder, the longest of the day. Going into the defense here, Yogi Barr led the way with 10 tackles. Anderson, Mack, Smash, Jackson, and Carter outlined the top tacklers. Frank Noon up there as well. Great job, big homie. Fell a little short tonight, but still 5-1 at the end of the day. Still in the number 1 seed. Can't be too mad at it. But it's going to be 15 TPE for the giveaway as we're scrolling through the stats here, checking out the sacks here. Ryan Hoglaw, King Maximus, and Butler getting half the sack. Look a little bit further past deflections, Crisscross, Yogi Bar getting one apiece. Ray Smash forced a fumble. And that should be all the defensive stats there. On the other side, CA Jr. doing CA Jr. things. 14 on the day. Buster McNutt, Ricardo Lopez, Ringer, Guns, McGuire, Chisholm, and Blanton all leading the tackles there. Great job. As we go into the tackles for loss, Blanton, Ringer, and 2 times, and Chisholm and Wilson doing their thing. Blanton got a sack. Chisholm and 2 times split a sack. Interceptions, nothing doing. Josh Hess with 3 pass deflections. Buster McNutt with 2. CA Jr., Guns, and McGuire each getting 1. Bot forced a fumble. CA Jr. recovered it, and CA Jr. got the safety. So make sure you put that in. Looking at the kicking, Thicker Kicker was perfect. A 48-yard field goal for him. Great job. Potty was also perfect, but no field goals. 2 for 2. Punting wise, Potty averaged 44.5. Thicker Kicker averaged 41.5. Going into the kick return stats, Calvin Nakua 1 for 20, Rashad Watson 1 for 12, DJ McFadden 1 for 2, punt return, Aki and Big Holmes doing their thing there. Looking at the score summary, New York led the way in a 9-point lead with the safety and a touchdown. Then it turned up. New York got a touchdown again, and then the third quarter nothing doing, and then the Big Holmes in Toronto did their thing, but just ran out of time. So we'll go ahead and wrap this one up here. We are done with week number 6. Week 7 is coming soon, so make sure you watch out for that. Going to take a little bit of a break anyway because of the Thanksgiving season, but until then, I'll go ahead and talk to you later.